I'm glad to be a part of this event today. We're humbled. I have my wife, Kendall, here. We came up from Guntersville. And I just want to go over a few things. Y'all have heard some of this. But the Declaration of Independence says our rights are endowed by our Creator. That the freedom for independence is entitled by, you heard it, laws of nature and nature's God. Guess what? I believe the Creator that's referenced in this document is the one that I worship every day. All right? It's what our country was founded on when the House of Representatives, U.S. House, actually met and worshiped in the chamber. Think of how different that is now. A practice that continued until after the Civil War. If you agree, as I do, that as our founders, that God is the basis for our nation, we only need to look at Genesis. What does it say? God created Adam, one man. God created Eve, one woman. And that's the definition of marriage. God created marriage. It's an institution that was created by Him. And I saw some of the signs out there. Back here it says, it's not created by man. Out there in the blue shirt, hold up your sign. It said, marriage is not created by a judge. It's not created by government. God created marriage. The problem with this debate that's going on is this, especially among the liberals and the gay rights activists, is that some people think that marriage is our creation, not God's. Over the last few months, the liberal media, the editorial writers, have said that Alabama's on the wrong side of history. If the choice is being on the wrong side of history that's immoral and liberal and violating God's laws and teachings, I've got a news for the media and for all the editorial writers out there. I'll disappoint them every time, and I hope you'll stand with me on that. And let me point out that the same biased reporters and liberal editorial writers that use words like transgender that we've heard, and they use them with reverence and sincerity, but when they talk about religious freedom or Christianity, it offends them to the core. The immoral society the liberal media works towards, and the one rooted in traditional values that you and I share and that I want to lead to my children couldn't be more different. So we're here. The U.S. Supreme Court will issue its ruling on gay marriage in the coming days, and I'm praying that they rule on the side of traditional marriage. But rest assured, if the court rules in favor of gay marriage, my Republican colleagues in the legislature and I are prepared to fight back and introduce and pass legislation that protects your rights to worship, protects traditional marriage, and keeps our traditional Alabama values. If the court rules in favor of gay marriage, we will ensure that no baker, no florist, no caterer, no business person of any type in Alabama will be forced to participate in a gay wedding if it violates their moral beliefs. There are already states in this country where refusing to provide services to a gay wedding is a crime. But I got news to them. Not in Alabama. That's not going to happen. The court rules in favor of gay marriage. My House colleague, Judge Jim Hill, has already pushed legislation that will prevent any minister, any judge, or public official from being forced to preside over any marriage ceremony that conflicts with their religious beliefs. We'll make sure that gets passed. All right, that's important. And the thing that I want to say that I talked about with Hannah early on, if the court rules in favor of gay marriage, we'll keep fighting, we'll keep resisting, and we're going to make sure that God's design for marriage stands. All right, you have my word on that. But it's not a fight for you. It's not a fight for me. It's a fight for our children. It's a fight for our children's children and their children after them. And it will determine whether the traditional values that made our country the greatest nation in the world will survive or disappear, because so many societies have gone down that road. Look at what happened to them. So let us resolve today to leave our children that moral and shining city on a hill that President Reagan used to inspire a nation and its people to greatness. And let's get Christ back at the center of the argument. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody, for coming out in the hot weather. So, If I can ever be of service to y'all, let me know. Thank you.